Hey old friends, welcome to the channel, Bob here, and I've been trying to work out just doing something different with Cyberpunk videos. It's difficult because, you know, there's lots of Let's Plays, lots of people moaning, lots of people doing memes and all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of, I kind of wanted to try and put across like kind of why I'm playing the game. Maybe I'll do a video about the gameplay and all that kind of stuff later on. It all fits its purpose. I'm quite happy with that. But it's the world that's been created that is quite amazing. I've tried to find a way of removing the HUD so I can show you just some scenes from the game. I haven't managed to do that, so the HUD's on. Whatever. We'll just have to, get along with that. But it's the world that I've just found amazing, and you can just stand anywhere really. I mean, I'll take some footage from different locations, but you can stand anywhere and just be quite amazed at what's going on around you. It's so dense, the world, first of all. There's a lot of verticality, a lot of exploring on rooftops. You've got subways and underground sections with markets and food stalls and all that kind of stuff. And it's just amazing. I can't believe how dense it is, how much is going on, like lighting, volumetrics, NPCs wandering around, cars driving around, litter, graffiti, neon signs. This game has just got everything, and that's kind of what I've been spending a lot of my time doing. I've made a huge amount of progress in the 30 hours or so that I've played from a quest point of view. I've just been running around. When I encounter you get like side quests that appear on the map, so when I encounter those I do them, but generally it's just looking at the world really, and enjoying it and exploring, and there's a lot to explore. If I just kind of pan around here, you'll see a bit more of the neon over here. I feel that the light's just going, I think the sun's going down, and I will capture some specific nighttime scenes. But in this first shot, I just want to give you some sort of idea of, if you haven't got the game yet, like what you can expect from a world building point of view, and also a visual point of view. So I'm recording this in 4K. Now I'm using DLSS, I'm using quality mode. I keep flipping back between DLSS and native 4K, and to be honest with you, I'm finding it difficult to notice a difference. So yeah, I'm doing quality DLSS and it's running like butter. I'm running it on a 3090, so obviously that helps. But I've also got the ray tracing turned on. I've currently got it on ultra. And if I kind of pan around here, you should see some ray traced reflections in the water, which are quite nice, I have to say. Yeah, really, really nice. Looking up as well, there's a ton of verticality, I should say. And this is just a small section of the map. You know, there are loads of places to go and visit. Some of them have their own flavour, different kind of boroughs, or whatever you would call them, wherever you come from. If I just pan right around and look down along the road this way, there is just so much going on. It's an amazing world to explore. There are some criticisms. I think some of those are probably just me expecting too much. You know, I mean, NPCs kind of do wander around a bit aimlessly. Which you just saw that they'll bump into each other. Car AI is a bit weird sometimes. Like, they'll just run you over. Like, go and stand in the road, a car will come along and it will just run you over. More often than not, it just won't stop. But I think maybe I was expecting too much from the AI. You know, maybe I was expecting to look at that guy. Holy smokes. Maybe I was expecting too much of a real world, you know, real AI, and that was probably unreasonable. But the actual world building and the immersion and the atmosphere is, I've never come across anything like it in a game before. And I think I'm going to just use this video as a video to just point out some of the gameplay areas, so you can see what's going on and just hopefully be amazed by it all. Anyway, let's move on to the next scene. So this shot here probably gives you a bit more idea of the lighting, the neon, which is absolutely fantastic. It's amazing, really. Like I there's a YouTube channel called Tokyo something, and it's like someone wanders around Tokyo with a 4K camera, and just at night time, daytime, whatever, it just looks fantastic. And this game kind of really captures that. It's weird actually because it doesn't have. It's kind of got its own feel. It doesn't have. I haven't found it's got too much of like a. What do we call it? Like a Blade Runner vibe. There's a bit of that obviously, and there are some tropes. There's quite a lot of. I'm not sure if it's kanji, but there's quite a lot of. You know, Chinese and Japanese text around. You get that in Cyberpunk. That's just a thing. But apart from that, I haven't really know. Like, you get noodle bars and stuff, for example, which again is always a bit of a Cyberpunk trope. But yeah, I don't get a Blade Runner vibe from it. It's got its own vibe. The world's a bit more alive than Blade Runner. I found that the world in Blade Runner quite stark in comparison. Not as felt less populated. And obviously, like design of cars and building stuff are a bit different. But yeah, this has got its own vibe. But this is just a little alleyway off of the main road that I was just on, and I can go up there and follow it and see where it leads. Shall we have a quick look? Let's have a quick look. Lots of advertising around as well, you'll notice. Some of it quite dark, some of it quite sexualised. Not as much as I thought it was going to be, actually. Not sure if they were a bit scared of the, you know, the people that get easily offended, but I think from a Cyberpunk point of view, they probably kind of could have gone a bit far further. But there's just a dock front, which is actually, I'm glad I walked up here now because that's another great shot with the volumetrics and smoke and stuff in the background. Some advertising over there, just amazing. So here's another good scene which I thought showed off colour and lighting really well. Got like an air conditioning fan going there. Yeah, just another great scene. And these are all just back alleys and stuff that you can wander around and explore and immerse yourself in. There's stuff to pick up. You know, there's gameplay, gamey stuff that you find in games. But really, yeah. I mean, this is kind of. It's not why I'm playing it. I'm really enjoying the story, and I'm really enjoying the gameplay. But this is really what it's all about. Hey there, big fella. So this is a more expansive shot of. I think this is the central city section that you can see in front of me. I haven't been here yet, and I haven't been over there yet. But God, I'm really looking forward to going over there. But as you can see, it's a pretty amazing view. There's an advert going on in the background there that hopefully this is not for kids. You know, I have to say, Milfgard is one of the best adverts I've ever seen anywhere. It's got some great advertising. But if we just pan across to this section again, gives you an idea of the scope. One of the things also I think to take note of when you're playing is the sound. The sound's really good. There's always an advert going on in the background, which you might think that's really annoying, but it really adds to the atmosphere of the experience. Yeah, really good. I thought I'd show you this is just a bit more verticality, a bit more of a, I guess, a skyline you would expect to see. Yep, another alleyway here with some excellent lighting. I think it shows off volumetrics in this shot really well. A bit of ray trace reflections and stuff. One of the things I can't put across to you, unfortunately, is how good HDR looks. I actually think HDR has a bigger impact on the game than ray tracing does. It just looks stunning, but unfortunately OBS doesn't capture HDR. And I can't play in HDR while I'm capturing because if I turn HDR on, it all goes washed out in OBS, which is unfortunate. You can do some stuff with colour correction and whatnot with a third-party program, but for now, I'm just leaving that. But yeah, another great little alleyway shot.
Where are you off to?
Here's a shot looking along a high street in Kabuki. The game's split into different boroughs, as I said. I'm mostly concentrating in Kabuki at the moment, which is one of the first starter areas. This is Allen Street South. I think I'm looking north. Yes, but again, just a great shot. You know, a great shot of a wonderfully designed world. You know, I'm not sure if anyone is really enjoying this video, but I'm enjoying kind of looking around and capturing scenes. Yeah, just another great scene. So I've used that verticality I was talking about to move up to look down on the marketplace and a bit of a shanty town from a sort of like higher angle. There's a set of leg cyber implants that make you jump higher. I recommend those. It certainly makes exploring the city really, really good. But again, I can, in my headphones, I've got the sound of vehicles, etc., moving past. I can hear an advert, I can hear a radio. The sounds all add to the immersion, really. I'll just pan across to the left, like a dock area. No, it's not night yet. It's still going down. The sun's still going down. I don't know if you can see in the distance there, but you get a fair bit of cheating going on visually, which I don't have too much of a problem about. The cars in the distance there are kind of just blobs of light, but that's fine. I really don't have a problem with that. Yeah, just another great shot. Not sure why I'm showing you this, but it always tickles me that the crossings have got animation and stuff going on them, telling you when to walk and when not to walk. That's pretty awesome. Why haven't we got this by now? We must be able to. We must have the technology to do this. This is cool. This is what we need to do. Here we are at a fairly lively section. This is like a crossroads intersection type thing. Lots going on here, lots of neon, lots of advertising. There is some combat going on in the background. This kind of scene feels probably more like Cyberpunk than anything I think I've seen in the game. These kind of scenes, again, some great volumetrics going on, lots of lovely neon. Yep, some nice ray tracing as well. You can see some nice reflections and whatnot. Yeah, just pretty awesome. Now this one really piqued my interest. I was walking along, pink neon. That's it. You got to stop and take a picture. Pretty awesome. This looks like another food bar. Again, this sort of thing is it's very stereotyped for Cyberpunk, but it's classic. It's awesome. There's another scene I think we would probably call maybe classic Cyberpunk. Sun's kind of pretty much gone all the way down now. Lots of lighting, lots of great neon. Feels very alive and vibrant. Yeah, just awesome. And if I just pan to the right a bit here, get a bit more of the larger central district. Just looking along the road the other way. Just awesome. Some more great shots. Here we are. I keep stopping because there's just so much to look at. And another kind of awesome cyberpunk scene. Lots of you got your neon, you got your graffiti on the walls, got your posters on the walls, detritus, rubbish. You got the steam rising from vents in the background there. Just I don't know if you can see, but just to the left, there's a hint of more to explore. Little sort of red neon light there and whatnot. There's always, whenever you look somewhere, things always draw you towards them. It makes you want to go and explore, and this is just a perfect example of that again. So I was trying to get some carpooling for you. Are you into that kind of thing? And it's difficult at night, but yeah, here's a car for you. One of the things you'll notice again is that the way the buildings are designed, the way the cars are designed, some of it kind of looks very what you would expect from a cyberpunk game, but some of it really is. It's funny because when I'm not sure if anyone, someone who's into cyberpunk way back at the start, these sort of images are kind of things you probably would expect to see on the streets by 2020. But I just guess this kind of design is maybe just too radical for car companies to go with. I'm sure there must be some luxury cars that try and do it, like Tesla, I guess. But yeah, the other fun thing is that if you scan the car, you get information about the car. Chevillon, Frax 388 Jefferson. Like the info, the heaviest car ever allowed to roam the streets and responsible for a quarter of all pedestrian collisions. Excellent. So I think I'm going to finish with a couple of interior shots, but this is one outside of a club I'm just about to go into called Afterlife. It's quite an important club. A lot happens here with regards to the story of the game, but I'm not going to spoil any of that for you. I just thought this was another great shot. Loads of great steam coming up again from below.
Incredible.
So what I realised I hadn't done so far, I've shown you any shots, model shots, which
above the law?
yeah, just fantastic. So many different types of looking
shoot your
materials.
I don't want to get hit by no ricochet.
Yeah, loads of great face design, cybernetic designs, etc. I'll show you a couple more before I finish the video. But yeah, this is the bouncer outside the Afterlife Club, looking pretty cool. So I thought I'd capture some more great looking models
You got an
here.
interesting face.
What's quite interesting,
So was it surgery or?
what I quite like is when you go up to people, they all kind of look at you, almost like, yeah, what? Yeah, so again, some more great texture work. Yeah, great looking design.
Ooh, that's a real photogenic face.
So I was trying to find the best angle for the club to try and capture, and I guess this probably works okay. This will be the last scene from this video. This is Afterlife. It's a club where quite a lot goes on, as I said in the main story. Yeah, and it's just great fun. It's just great fun to go and just sit around and listen to what's going on around you. You do get quite a lot of NPC conversations going on. Sometimes they just start up. Sometimes people just go crazy on their phone shouting at someone or whatever. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's been. I know this has taken kind of roughly 8 years from inception to coming out, and I know that there are a lot of people having problems with it, but it's funny playing this after playing Star Citizen. I know Star Citizen is trying to do a lot of different things. I understand that it's got space travel, etc. But when you look at this, it does make you wonder what the Star Citizen devs have been doing with their money and their time. You know, I'm enjoying Star Citizen myself. I think it looks fantastic. But when you look at what these guys have done with regards to making the world that you're walking around in a first person feel just alive and immersive, yeah, it does make you wonder. I understand that Star Citizen have got the whole space thing, exploration thing going on as well. I understand that, but yes, this is the sort of thing that I would like to see in Star Citizen. Obviously more science fiction than Cyberpunk, but you know, this is kind of where they need to get to, this level of immersion, I think. Yeah, but anyway, this has just been my first video, just yeah, scenes from the city in Cyberpunk 2077. Hope you enjoyed it. Hello, this is just a PS on the end of the video. As I was editing the video, I kind of realised that what would have been really good is if I just hadn't have spoken. Maybe introduce the video and then just let the scenes speak for themselves, I think. Yeah, I kind of feel that would have been better rather than me narrating over the top. So for future videos like this, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Let me know what you think anyway.